Patrice, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you evolved in your life and the things in your life that kind of led up to being a business consultant and are able to help small and mid-sized businesses.
Well, Kurt, I've always had a dream of becoming a business owner myself, and I'm growing up in a small town in Macon, Georgia. You know, my family, I'm actually the first one to graduate with an MBA from my family, and pursuing many facets of business as I was growing up as a young child, and always was able to get involved in school and was just real active in school and community and just getting involved. I guess how I actually embarked on thinking that the best way I could serve people, because I do love people and I enjoy being around people and always looking for ways to be able to help. So when I started, I worked as a police officer. I started out coming into what they called back then a cadet program. And with that, you got an opportunity to learn all the different facets of being a police, being involved with the police. You know, I worked in the crime lab, I worked in criminal investigations, I worked with the detectives. You know, just the different, also gave parking tickets. That was where I actually
we all love her, don't we?
I know.
You have a 5-second delay, delete that.
A love-hate relationship with people for parking. So, but it was fun because, one, I got an opportunity to really communicate with people. And I think that's where I actually learned how to create my people skills. It's just being out there and talking with and meeting all different types of folks. And so that kind of prompted me to get more involved in my community, because then I was able to meet a lot of business owners as I walked the streets of Macon. You know, I would go into the retail shops and, you know, introduce myself and, you know, just kind of talk about who, you know, what the police is there for and why we're there, and so it was fun. So that sparked that piece, and once I left, I went on to be a police officer. I left there and moved to Atlanta, where I worked for Glock Incorporated. So I still had my opportunity.
You worked for Glock. Look at you. Don't mess with this woman.
And I learned to shoot, of course, you know, and that's always something fun for me, and I still love doing that today. So I got the opportunity to work with Glock, and when I started with the company, there were only about 35 employees, so I was very instrumental in the growth of that company, because there I started in their invoicing department, then moved on to as the customer service, put together all their policies and procedures for their customer service division, and then I moved into also putting together what they call a loan gun program. That program gave the officers an opportunity, or the departments, I should say, the opportunity to actually look at being able to test the weapons and seeing, you know, if that was a good fit for them. And this was the introduction of the Glock to the U.S.
Wow.
Yeah. So our first customers was actually Smyrna Police Department, and so it was pretty awesome. I never forget when we, you know, were able to work with the FBI and the different agencies, and that was really exciting for me. So was with the company for quite a while, 14 years, and once I left there, that's when I decided that, hey, I can do this for other businesses, small businesses, helping them to create that dream of a business, have an idea, because it all starts with an idea, and then a product. You know, you develop into a product. And so that's how PLR Services came into existence.
And what does PLR stand for those of us who haven't run into it before?
It's kind of got a couple of meanings to it.
Okay, great.
The main meaning is promotions, logistics, and resources. Also, it's the acronym for my name, Patrice L. Register. I won't tell you what the L is, but it is, you know, I love promotions. I've been able, like I said, I love the community. I get involved, so I'm always out there pushing products for my clients. You know, whoever I work with, I push their products. The logistics side is making sure everything is in place, the admin, the administration, making sure that, you know, customers can get point A to point B with their products and stuff. And then, of course, resource. I am a resource person. You know, you can pretty much call me and ask, well, do you know somebody who does this? And I can pretty much tell you.
Yeah, so you're a good networker.
Yeah,
as
good
well.
networker I am. So
that is great. So essentially, your PLR services, not only do you create an overall plan to be able to help a small business get to where they want to go, but your past skills in outreach, but essentially it's a catch-all. You might even use, would I be remiss for using the term virtual assistant?
Absolutely. I am a virtual assistant. I do. I'd say also that I'm an inspiration thought leader as well, because not only do I assist you, and I do majority of the work virtually. However, my focus is to give people ideas, time-saving ideas, you know, helping them to cut costs, finding ways to improve on their product, and so that's one of the things that I love doing with PLR services. Okay,
great. And you also are the head of a networking organization. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, love to. Well, actually, I'm involved, like I said, I love the community, and I love getting involved within the community. And I was just recently elected as the new incoming co-president of 85 Broads.
All right.
85 Broads Phoenix. And we actually just engaged Tucson, so we'll probably end up changing our name to 85 Broads, Arizona.
Oh, okay.
So I'm really excited about this organization because its focus is on women. It's women who are looking for good collaborations with other women, kind of connecting with the community, local businesses, and doing a lot of promotion. So 85 Broads is a really good organization. You should definitely check it out if you know much about it. I'm also involved in a couple of organizations that focus on minorities.
Okay.
And you know, we think about, I had a conversation earlier with a friend of mine, but you know, minorities sometimes do get the short end of the stick.
Sure.
And myself, I'm a minority. I'm an African American / Native American.
Oh.
So you know, I'm a kind of mixture there. But the organization that two organizations that I'm really focused on too is not only just for women, but also for Latinos. So I'm a part of an organization called Latino Creciendo Professional Networking Group, and that is to build cross-cultural business with the Latinos. So, you know, that is a great organization. And another one is the National Sales Network. So it's focused on African Americans who are trying to build their sales professions. So I'm really excited about those three organizations at this time.
Excellent. I have some other groups that would love to network along with you in those areas. So our show is also about professional networking, not just about the social media and how those tie together. So definitely appreciate you telling us more about that. And then you've also sat on a board or two. Is that correct?
Actually, I've worked with I'm looking to work with, I actually gone to a few meetings. I haven't been approved yet, but the Phoenix Women Commission. So
oh, great.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I'm looking to hopefully get on that board as well. And then I'm working with an organization called the Black Board of Directors Project, and that is another organization, community organizations focused on getting people on board. And then we have this coming up this weekend is the organization called 2020 Women on Boards. And this is, I was kind of got an email from someone, and it was focused on this organization because they're new. They just started up last year, 2011, and their goal is to get more women on board and get them board ready. So the organization is doing is part of a conference that will be coming up this weekend with the MBA Women International Leadership Conference.
Oh.
And so that'll be this weekend, and the women on board is really awesome.
Wonderful. So you, to have somebody of that caliber working for you in your small or mid-sized business or even a startup would be great. We are going to go to break, and so don't go away, and you can learn how you might be able to have Patrice working alongside you in your company. So we look forward to tuning in just after the break.